it just feels good to win. You know, we've been on the losing end 3 times this year. That doesn't feel good. So you know, you can't belittle the fact that you beat a team that's 6-0. I've been in that position before. It is a very, very good win for our program, but you got to keep things in the context of the entire season, and it becomes meaningless if we don't play good basketball and follow this up and keep improving as a team. This is a great sign for for the development of our team, but until we have 7 games to go, until we start showing consistency over more than just a couple of games, nobody should rest. Nobody should feel comfortable. So I don't really care about placing. We're in a position now where we have to talk about winning games, and I don't like to do that, but we have to. And so it feels good to get the win, and the placing on the standings is irrelevant right now.
Coach, how about being the one to end the winning streak of UP's round?
Well, I think the guys said that this is a tough league this year. UP's been in overtime already. This is our 3rd overtime, so I don't want to say somebody was going to get them, but this was going to be a real tough season to go through clean. And I'm happy we're the ones that knocked them off, but they've done an awesome job getting to 6-0 with the league as tough as it is this year. So the job now for everybody is how well you're going to get through the 2nd round. So I'm more worried about upcoming games than this one. Like Mason said, he was talking about himself. He didn't defend very well at the beginning of the season, and he's gotten better. Still a long way to go, but we're all learning. And that was our 3rd attempt at winning in overtime. So I guess we've hopefully figured a few things out about composure. We certainly talked about that after the last 2 overtime losses. Is what did we do well enough to get into the overtime that we didn't do in the overtime? And so today, our execution in the overtime was better, and having a cooler head and getting the ball where we needed to get it. But again, the shot JB made, the shot Mason made, you're good shooters. They found opportunities, but you can't really say that's great execution on those 2 shots. Those are just good players stepping into the moment. You got to have that too in these high intensity games, high level games.
Just getting a good look. Shot clock was running down, so the only thing that was in my mind at the time was trying to get a shot off because it would have been a turnover. But then you get some that just fall, and I guess I'm just gonna have to do it like that.
Joseph, just your thoughts on your performance, especially against a big man like Malik on the other side. Just talk about how you did against him.
Personally, I felt like I could have done better, but I don't want to take away credit from such a great game from my teammates. I just tried to stay on the floor more, definitely, and I just appreciate the faith the coaches have had in me just to keep my mind right and just help me to lock onto the simple things.
For the players, what was going on in the mindset after UP erased that big lead you guys had at the end of regulation? You guys had to go to overtime. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that we just did a good job keeping composed. We know that they were bound to make a comeback because they're a good team. Their guards, again, like what Coach Staff said, one of the best in the league. So we just stay composed, stick to what we could control, and that's how I guess we got it done.
I think we were ready for that. Like, we didn't think it was going to be easy. They were sure going to make a comeback. It was going to be a fight. We were well prepared for that. We knew it was going to be a battle of wills. We just stuck to the game plan, and we just trusted each other till the end.
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I mean, like, having to improve throughout the year. I know that my defense was horrible at the start of the year. So I guess just improving bit by bit is what it's about. I still got a lot of years ahead of me. Again, like my development up to this guy, right here. So big props to him too.
For Joe and Mason, you guys have been into the projected top teams now in NU and LaSalle, so excuse me, UP and LaSalle. So I know it's very fresh, but what have you both learned from those two high-intensity games, and compare it to the next game?
Honestly, the real lessons came in the ones we didn't expect to lose, in my opinion. We went to overtime with Adamson and FAU, and those were some games that we just should show more mental toughness and be together and win. Because it's easy to get prepared for the big ones, but the real ones that we learned lessons were the ones we weren't really expecting to lose, so to speak. So overall, like in the UAAP, you can't take games for granted. You have to fight all through the end. It's going to take everyone locking in every time, and it's going to take everybody too.
Yeah, like to add on to what Joe said, any team is beatable in this league. Like you saw today, USD got their first win as well. So any team can beat anyone in this league, and we have to take every game as serious as the other games.